Hello and welcome. Postpartum weight loss can feel like such a loaded topic. Maybe you see dramatic transformations online and think, that's not my story. Or maybe you just feel this quiet or not so quiet pressure to bounce back. I want to offer a different perspective. For me, weight loss wasn't the hardest part. Re-inhabiting my body was. After giving birth and navigating recovery from a third-degree tear, I didn't just want to get my body back. To some extent, I felt that body was gone. It had done something incredible, but what I really needed was to reclaim it, to feel like it was mine again, strong, capable, and healed. Before I continue, I want to be clear. Everything I'm sharing here is based on my personal postpartum recovery experience, not medical advice. Every birth, body, and recovery is different, especially when there is tearing or other complications involved. Please work with your healthcare provider and takes only what resonates for your body. Now, if your journey involves healing from birth trauma, or if you simply are looking for a path that prioritizes nourishment over punishment, this is the gentle protocol that worked for me. In those first few days and weeks after birth, your body is undergoing a massive physiological shift. One of the first things you might notice, and no one really warned me about, is the significant fluid loss. Your body retained a lot of extra fluid during pregnancy to support you and your baby. After birth, it needs to get rid of it. This means you will likely sweat a lot. Waking up drenched in the middle of the night is completely normal. You will also likely be urinating frequently. This process could lead to a very rapid drop on the scale in the first week or so. But it's crucial to understand, for the most of us, this is largely the water weight the body is shedding as it transitions out of pregnancy. I like to think of this as the body's first step in resetting. The true journey of healing and rebuilding comes after this initial phase of release. My first pillar was nourishment as repair. I was incredibly lucky. My mother came to help in the first month and a half. She prepared nutrient-dense meals that to me felt deeply restorative. We focused on foods that may support recovery and gave the body the raw materials it needs after birth. The first and most important food category is protein and collagen-rich food. Think bone broth, fish broth, collagen peptides, and plenty of eggs. A big, colorful plate of vegetables for vitamins, macronutrients, and reducing inflammation. The third category is healthy fats, like wild salmon and avocados. Then there is complex carbs for sustained energy through sleep deprivation. The fifth category of food we focused on is iron-rich food, like red meat, organ meats, to replenish what was lost. Let me give you a real example from my first month. My go-to breakfast was 3 eggs in any form, with a side of veggies, either a big salad or vegetables simmered in bone broth for extra nourishment. And I will finish with a slice of good quality bread, sweet potatoes, or Chinese yam for comforting carbs. It was hearty, healing, and kept me full for hours, while gives my body exactly what it needed for repair. For lunch, I loved having everything in one comforting bowl, like a rich noodle soup loaded with vegetables and tender meat. Dinner followed with 2 types of proteins, 2 or more types of vegetables, a warm soup, and a serving of grounding carbs. I treat every meal as an opportunity to deliver building blocks and support recovery. So eating substantial and balanced meals is key. This is not the time for calorie restriction. It's the time to give my body every possible resource to mend. My honest feeling is that for many postpartum bodies, weight changes are just a lagging indicator of recovery, not the goal. When the body feels nourished and supported, the changes often follow naturally. The second pillar was movement as medicine. I am a firm believer that when you can safely get your body moving, you boost circulation. And blood flow is how your body delivers healing to a specific area. The key is safely. My movement was slow walking inside house for week 1 and around house for week 2, just a few minutes at a time. Diaphragmatic breathing. I would lay down and put my hands on my lower ribs and belly. Inhale to expand, exhale gently to engage the deepest core. This was my primary exercise. For me, this early breath work is as much about learning to relax my pelvic floor as it is about gently re-engaging it, especially after a tear. I also used a donut pillow for any sitting during this initial phase, and honestly, I finished many meals standing up. The envy I felt watching my mom sit comfortably in a chair drinking wine, it was real. Around week 3, I felt a significant shift. We took a short outing to see the cherry blossoms. A short, gentle yet beautiful exposure to the world again. And also, I slowly introduced pain-free exercises like pelvic tilts, hip circles, and other careful range of motion work. The rule was no pain, no bleeding. If either happens, I stop. Beyond food and movement, there are several other tools I found really helpful for my physical healing. The first one is sitz bath with Epsom salt. Typically, you can safely begin once you are able to walk to the bathroom. But always check with your doctor or midwife first, especially if there is any complications. I was a little hesitant at first and didn't get the supplies until a week postpartum. I wish I started sooner. It dramatically reduced inflammation and discomfort. So if cleared by your healthcare provider, I highly recommend it. The second one is Peri bottle for easy, gentle cleansing every time after you go to the bathroom. You probably will get one from the hospital you delivered at, but I prefer a larger size of it, so you don't have to refill it every time. The third one is medication adherence. My doctor gave me painkillers and stool softeners. My advice? Keep using them until you are sure you're healed. I stopped a little too early and experienced a painful setback. If I could go back, I would give myself more support for longer. When it comes to handling sleep deprivation, I found naps weren't always the answer. Sometimes they left me feeling groggy or I just couldn't settle during the day. My go-to tool became Yoga Nidra. This guided rest practice helped me either drift back to sleep at night or take a true restorative quick break in the daytime, making it an easy, practical way to relieve fatigue. By now, you might have a feeling that all of this requires one thing: a mindset of patience. Not pushing, no judging. You are not broken. You are in a state of profound reconstruction. Your only job is to facilitate it with kindness. It's important to remember, healing is not linear. Some days you feel strong, and the next day you are reminded you are still healing. And that's normal. I have to share this because the frustration is real. So is the fear that things may never feel the same again. A step back isn't failure, it's information. It's my body asking for more time. I learned to make it less about meeting a timeline, more about allowance, about acceptance. Reclaiming your body postpartum isn't about snapping back to the old version of yourself. It's about meeting this new, resilient version with the resources and respect she deserves. If you are recovering from a tear, please prioritize seeing a pelvic floor physical therapist. It is the single best investment in your long-term health. For you, what was the hardest part of your early recovery? Share in the comments below. Let's support each other. Thanks for walking this path with me. Remember, be gentle with yourself. You are healing. This is all for today. See you in the next one.